stick with a sharp point, a knife, an egg. This is not necessary, but could be useful. Like this orange, fire, sand, wax, and if you don't have wax, some tape. First, we're going to make a hole in both sides of the egg. If it is getting too difficult with the stick, we can use a knife. So, after we made the 2 holes, we're just going to wait until everything falls down and the egg is completely empty. So we're going to wait. After the egg is completely empty, we will wash it and we'll wait about 24 hours in order to be completely dry. Now we're going to use the wax. We're going to have a little piece of wax and we're going to extend it in here like this. Then we're going to use a little bit of fire just to warm up the wax, and carefully we're going just to make it like this. Ready. It is very important to be sure that the wax is completely covering the hole. Then with the help of this orange, like this, we're going to put some sand inside the egg, just like this. So we're going to put it right here. We're going to use sand and put it like this, and the sand will just go inside. We're going just to fill it at the 20%. If the first try you don't get it, maybe you need more or less sand. You don't need to worry. Now that we know that our egg can stand vertically without our help, we're going to use some wax in order to cover it. And this is the result of our experiment. Sure that it covers the whole hole. Here you can see the difference between a normal egg, how it stands, and our experimental egg. Well, why does this happen? It's really easy. While doing the experiment, we were able to see that now the egg can stand vertically. But why? Before leaving the shell empty, the center of mass and the center of gravity was different due to the substances that it contained, that were the yolk and the white. When we left it empty and added some sand, its center of mass and the center of gravity changed. So, as the egg shell is so empty, the center of mass and the center of gravity will be the one of the sand. If we leave the sand at the bottom of the egg, that will be the center of mass and the center of gravity. Due to this, it will be able to stand vertically, even though we give it some little taps. However, if we move the sand to one side of the egg, it won't be able to stand vertically any longer because its center of mass and its center of gravity has changed. So, while doing the experiment, you would have asked yourself, what is the center of mass and what is the center of gravity? Well, I'll tell you. The center of gravity, also known as CoG, is the average of an object's weight. It is an imaginary point that helps us to study the behavior of an object in movement or also to design static structures. For example, big artworks or buildings or bridges. The center of gravity can also be described as a point which the gravity's force acts upon a system or an object. The center of mass, also known as CoM, is the average position of mass in any object or system. It is, as well as the center of gravity, an imaginary point in which every uniform force acts upon an object. Thanks to the center of mass, it is easier to solve mechanical problems, to study the behavior of systems and objects, or to study the motion of non-regular objects or complex systems. Whenever the gravitational field is constant, the center of gravity and the center of mass will be the same. I mean, they will be located in the exact same point. That's all. I hope you enjoyed the experiment, and thank you for your attention.